Morning students, hope you all are fine and safe at your home and taking precautions from COVID and following the guidelines of Indian government. Students, in our previous video session, we have discussed about the revenue demand, permanent settlement, Zamindars, their villages, and our topic is why Zamindar defaulted on payments. So we are on the first reason. The reason was demand increase, income, wrecked the revenue, burden, declining, expanded of prices. So what was the second demand? The high demand, second this, the high demand was imposed in the 1790. High demand was imposed in the 1790. Okay. What was that time? A time when the prices of agriculture produce was depressed. A time agriculture we can say decline in agriculture. Okay, so it was difficult for the lords to pay their dues to zamindar. It was difficult to pay because when they don't have money, how could they pay to zamindars? Difficult to pay. Okay, fair rewards to zamindars. If the zamindar could not collect the rent, how could he pay to company? So this is the link. Actually, Zawards has to pay to zamindar, zamindar has to pay to company. This is a cycle that should be continued. Okay, if it will not happen, the company will sell his estate. Okay, if payment did not come in by sunset of specified date, we have here sunset law. What was the sunset law? If zamindar failed to pay the amount on a particular time or date, according to sunset law, his estates will be sold, his estates will be auctioned. Okay, so for the third one is sunset law. As I told you, revenue was invariable regardless of the harvest and had to be paid punctually. You have to pay punctually revenue. Okay, you know the result has to face to both farmers as well zamindar in the names of their houses and kingdoms. Clear? So what was the fourth reason? The fourth was the permanent settlement initially limited the power of zamindar. Now the powers of zamindar is limited the power of zamindar. Okay, so to collect rent from the rayots and manage his zamindari, he is not able to manage his zamindari. And not reputation as he has before the jotidars. Okay, okay, so zamindar as important, company had recognized. Zamindar is important, company recognized. Okay, control on regulation, that's why, but company wanted to control and regulate them, subdue their authority and restrict the autonomy, control on their powers we can say. Fine. Zamindar troops were disbanded. Zamindar troops were disbanded. Troops disbanded. Okay. So customs duty abolished, and their courts brought under the supervision of collector appointed by a company. Now, who is authorized them? The collector. Collector by East India Company. Now he will observe zamindars, the activity of zamindars. Okay. So zamindar lost their power. Zamindar lost their power to organize local justice and local police. He is not able to even local police and justice as well. Okay. Over time, the collectorate emerged as an alternative center of authority, severely restriction what the zamindar could do. Now, there were so much restriction as I told you on zamindar's activities. Actions we can say. So, in one case, when a Raja failed to pay the revenue, a company officially was speedily dispatched to his zamindari with explicit instruction to take charge of district and to use the most effectual means to destroy all the influence and authority of Raja and his officer, only with one chance. Single chance we can write, and Raja will destroy. Fine. So the time of rent collection, an officer of the zamindari, usually the amla, officer of the zamindar, of zamindar, amla, came around to the village. But rent collection was a perennial problem, sometimes bad harvest and low prices, payment of dues difficult for the riots. So they have problem, crisis in agriculture, and sometime due to crop production. Okay, so then they were unable to pay dues to the zamindar or riots. So rich riots, village headmen, jotidars and mandals were only too happy to see the zamindar. Now there are some people who is happy while seeing the condition of zamindar. Who were the people? They were rich riots. Okay, and farmers, rich farmers we can write. Mandals, jotidars. Okay, we can categorize them in one group. Fine. So this is from the topic why they failed to pay revenue on time. We have covered the topics why zamindar default on payment, their reason first, second, third and fourth, why zamindar is imported according to British, the troops suspender, collectors, now who is observing them, and zamindar, how they lost their power, and the people who were happy with the condition of zamindar, who were them? Rich riots, zamindars, rich riots, farmers, mandals and jotidars. Thank you students. Tomorrow we'll do the rise of jotidars, group of rich peasants, vast areas of land and power of jotidar as well haldars. Okay student, thank you. God bless you.